What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my player career mode. Today we take on Brighton and Hove Albion away from home here in mid-January, and yeah, we're doing quite well at the moment in the league. Of course, we're performing above expectations. I think this Forest side was, we wouldn't know what the league objective was for Nottingham Forest as a club. We know our player objectives, we don't know what the club's objective was, but I think the club objective probably would have been to try and get themselves into the playoffs. And of course, since arriving on loan, we have had a serious injury, but other than that, we've been getting in the first team on a regular basis. We've been banging in the goals, and we've been helping our club, the club we're currently on loan at, of course. We're from Fulham, but we're at Forest. We've helped the club to currently a first place finish as things stand. That's where we are at the moment, at top of the table. We've been doing very, very well. And of course we are now past the halfway stage, and of course at the second half of the season, at the end of the season, we would like to be still sitting top of the table. But we take on Brighton for today's first episode here, and the first chance the game would fall in the 14th minute here as we roll the ball forward towards the runner Patterson. His shot is well saved by Thomas Kuszczak, and then a follow-up header goes wide of the post. So still 0-0 in the quarter of an hour stage, but to be honest, the game was really, really poor. Not much happened. In the 78th minute here, Veron gets on the ball for us down the left-hand side, takes on Ward, swings in across. I get myself in the centre, but my powerful header is well parried away by Kuszczak, and it's still 0-0. But to be honest, the game was very, very poor. Not much was happening. In the 79th minute here, Kuszczak holds onto the ball, and it is still 0-0. But as we see here, we go ahead and request a sub, because we did indeed pick up a little bit of a knock in the centre there. We weren't injured, that's why I didn't say we were injured. We weren't injured, so I don't want to scare you guys, but we did pick up a little bit of a knock. That's why we did have to get ourselves subbed off the pitch. So we weren't injured, we did pick up a knock, so we'll be okay, but we did pick up a bit of a knock, so there you go. But I said that about 5 times there, didn't I? But even so, we we had a knock, but yeah, we came on the pitch here, and it's still 0-0, and what I decided to do was watch the rest of the game instead of simulate it, so you guys can see if anything does happen during these games we do get subbed off in. I can show you guys the highlights. But to be honest, this game was really, really poor, and it was one of those games where I kind of just sit there and I think, I don't really know how to change this game, because unfortunately in player career mode you only control one player, of course, and because of that there's only so much one man can do. As much as you can call for the AI to shut down the opposition, as much as you can call for the ball and call for the shot and through ball and so on, you can't do everything, and unfortunately you can't completely change the emphasis of your team, and therefore when the game is kind of petering out a 0-0 like that game was, you just can't seem to change it, and it's very, very frustrating. And that game kind of summed up what player career mode is like. It's very, very frustrating at times, and unfortunately for us that game did finish 0-0. And I would, I say this with complete honesty, I would probably prefer in this series to lose games 2 or 3-0 than draw them 0-0. And the reason being is because as much as I want to get the wins in the games with our player, I'd rather have action to show you guys, because unfortunately it seems as though it's very, very hard to dictate the game when it's 0-0. So that's why, it's very, very frustrating for me to watch those kind of games and to play in them, because I know that you guys are going to be watching them thinking, well, the game was there and nothing happened, So even so, we drew the game 0-0, and did you know we got a knock in that game as well? But yeah, we finished the game 0-0, and the following game is going to be against Derby here. A bit of a rivalry, of course. I know when I first started this career mode, there were a few Derby County fans saying, no, why Forest? But we take on Derby here at the City Ground. The first chance the game would fall here is Johnny Russell gets out muscled by myself. Very good challenge here, and from that we go on the break. I get played the ball down the right hand side through Jamie Mackey. Mackey plays a 1-2 on myself down the right hand side. It was Cohen, sorry. We played the ball into the centre, and the shot by Jabor hits the post, and Derby cleared the ball away. So still 0-0. We couldn't score the early goal, and just like the Brighton game, unfortunately nothing really happened other than that early chance. It took until the 74th minute for the following chance, and how about this? Johnny Russell's ball over the top somehow takes a wicked deflection and falls right into the path of the Derby man, who makes it Forest 0, Derby 1. So that was just the weirdest chip through ball you will ever see. It was a superb through ball. I'm pretty sure it did take it a deflection, but even so, it was a very, very odd ball there. It just ballooned in the air, and eventually it was put in by the man running clear there to make it Forest 0, Derby 1. So Derby get the goal here. Very well taken strike as well on the volley, but even so, very frustrating for us there. Nothing we could do. Forest 0, Derby 1. But in the 80th minute here, we put the Derby players under pressure, and eventually we win the ball here through the centre. It's played clear towards Jabor, and Jabor chips the ball over the top, and I head the ball into to the empty net to make it Forest 1, Derby 1. So we score against Derby here. We get ourselves equalised and go, and I run away from all the Forest players trying to rugby tackle me down, get the ball, pick it up, run towards the centre circle, and it's 1-1 here. You would have seen as well, the reason why Jabor didn't shoot is because I called for the ball. And the reason being is quite frankly because I didn't trust him. I genuinely did not trust Jabor to finish that chance because of the way the game was being played. I felt as though if I got a chance, I'd probably take it. But any of the Forest players got a chance. You know, the other 10 players would have got a chance. I wouldn't have fancied them, or the 9 outfield players, if you will. But even so, the game finished 1-1, and we didn't get a knock in that game. The game finished 1-1, and yeah, it was an okay draw. Again, it was one of those games where nothing really happened. Although there was 2 goals, nothing really happened. But I guess I was pleased we didn't lose. And I guess I was pleased I got a goal as well. But I would want to return to winning ways here against Barnsley at Oakwell. I'd want to return to winning ways in this game, and as we take them on away from home, we've drawn the previous 2 league games, and really we do need to bounce back and get a win, because this league is so changeable. It's so changeable. Anything can happen, and we don't want to get caught up by the teams below us. We want to keep ourselves top of the table, and we want to keep ourselves in the automatic promotion places. And as you can see here, we are ahead of QPR by 2 points with 29 games played. We do want to get ourselves a win in this game and start to pick up the 3 points on a regular basis once again here. So we take on Barnsley. We should be favourites for the win in this game because Barnsley aren't doing the best in the league, so we should really be favourites to get the win and should be able to pick up the 3 points, not with ease, but we should be able to get them regardless. And the first chance of this game would fall in the 11th minute here, and after some boring starts in the first 2 games of today's episode, this one got to a very exciting one as Jabor gives the ball to Abdoun here. He gives the ball to myself, and how about this for a superb through ball, and what a finish by Jamie Mackie as well. What a great goal that was in the 11th minute here. A fantastic free ball by my weaker left foot with the chip free ball, perfectly weighted, perfectly positioned to find Jamie Mackie at the far post, and what a finish it was as well. So Barnsley 0, Forest 1, and in the 13th minute here, the game already got to a great start here. In the 14th minute, Jabor gets on the ball, plays the ball to Cohen. Cohen gives the ball to the goal scorer Mackie. Mackie finds Jabor. Jabor finds myself. I stop the ball. It's another superb chip ball forward, and Cohen drills the ball into the back of the net. So 15 minutes in, 2 assists from 2 fantastic through balls, and it's Barnsley 0, Forest 2. So the first 2 games of today's episode, barely anything happened in the first half, but in this game, we'd already seen 2 goals in a quarter of an hour, and both of the goals were assists by myself. So fantastic ball there, and it's Barnsley 0, Forest 2 here. So like I said, we were favourites to win this game. We really did need to get ourselves back to winning ways, and we were doing so pretty easily. And in the 41st minute, it could have got even better here down the right hand side. I stopped the ball, lovely triple step over, beat the man, crossed the ball in. The header is met by Jabor, but it goes wide of Steele's post, and it's still Barnsley 0, Forest 2. But we were playing so well, and to be honest, if anyone was going to score the 3rd goal, it was going to be us. And in the 59th minute, another great chance for us here. Jamie Mackie, who scored one of the goals here, plays the ball towards Vaughan. Vaughan gives the ball back to myself here. We play the ball out wide towards Eric Lehigh on the overlap. Lehigh gets onto the ball. Nice little reverse step over to beat Kennedy. Plays it back to myself here, down the right hand side. We just tease the defender here. Let's wait for Lehigh to run. Give him the ball. Lehigh swings in across from deep. It's a great chance at the far post. It's cleared away. We head the ball forward. Really good chance for Vaughan, but unfortunately his half volley goes wide of the post, and it's still Barnsley 0, Forest 2. But again, if anyone was going to score that 3rd goal, it was going to be us. Barnsley rarely threatened, and in the 64th minute, another great chance for us. I'm played down the right hand side here. I got the pace to beat Kennedy. Wonderful cross into the box, but Jabor's header hits the post, and it's cleared away by Barnsley. So I was desperate for a hat-trick of assists in this game. It would have been nice to score, but I was desperate for a hat-trick of assists. But even so, it was still 2-0. And the 73rd minute here, Jabor gets on the ball. His shot is well saved, but it's eventually put in by Vaughan. The rebound is scored, and it's Barnsley 0, Forest 3. That was how the game finished. We did get the 3 points. We did get back to winning ways, and a 3-0 victory. 2 fantastic assists for myself as well, and a very comprehensive win. Barnsley rarely threatened. In fact, they didn't threaten at all, to be honest. And I was very pleased to get 2 of those assists for the 3 goals, and a very good performance. See myself get a very respectable 9.4 rating. So very nice indeed, and a good win there. And we see the accomplishments rack up in the top right, looking very nice indeed. After that, transfer deadline day finished, as you can see here, Forest did no business whatsoever in January, which is perfectly fine with me because we are top of the championship. I guess we don't need to. And yeah, deadline day ends, and that's perfectly fine with me. And as you can see here, as we enter February, here's a look at our accomplishments on the whole. 35% complete here. We're a 77 rated striker. Here is a look at our stats and our accomplishments. We've played 19 games in total, 12 goals and 12 assists, and looking quite good. Average match rating 7.9. And here's a look at our attributes as well. We are a 77 rated striker. We've gone up 6 attributes already on the overall. We're a 20-year-old, and we're looking very, very good indeed. Here's a look at the league table. 2 points clear of QPR in second, 3 points clear of Wigan in third, and things are looking very good for us here at Forest with my player. As always, guys, thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon.